Hello, welcome back to the channel. So today you are on the first initial run of the New Balance Fresh Foam 680 V7. So it's my first run in this shoe. It's the third run of the 3 shoes I'm doing for the budget shoe rotation experiment. And it's the most expensive shoe of the 3. So to be fair, if I'm being honest, this is probably the one I was most expectant of. Probably the most looking forward to running in. So about 2.5k in. So initial thoughts as normal. Again, I've tried to keep it standardised. I'm running at a steezy around 5 minutes per k pace, like I did with the other 2 shoes. So the other 2 shoes being the Asics Jolt 3 and the Adidas Duramo 10. So this is shoe number 3. Initial thoughts, similar to the Adidas, the breathability is not particularly good. They're running a bit warm. I think it's only about 5 degrees C today in the northwest of England, so it's not warm at all. I've got hat and gloves on, so my feet are already quite warm. So similar to the Adidas, not the best breathability. Lockdown was fine, a nice thick padded tongue. Midsole probably the most comfortable yet, which again I was expecting. This is the first dual density shoe I've ever run in, so the 680 has 2 different types of midsole, sorry, 2 different types of foam in the midsole. And it's the first time I've ever had a dual density running shoe. Extremely comfortable, nice and squishy, but not too soft. Again, later on in the run as normal, I'll get a few strides in, see how easy it is to pick up the pace. Outsole, pretty grippy, plenty of rubber on there, so grip's not an issue. So yes, my initial thoughts, 2-3k in, so get a bit more this run done and I'll check back in with a few more observations. So yeah, just a couple more observations. About 5.5k in now, so they don't feel too heavy. Just on feel, the Asics obviously felt the heaviest. Again, like I said in my Adidas, the Duramo 10 video, I'm doing all this blind. I've not looked at any stats. This is all just on feel and my own opinion. So this one feels a similar weight to the Adidas Duramo 10. The Asics felt the heaviest. Again, when I get further into this series, I'll do a bit more depth in terms of I'll weigh the shoes and get all the facts and figures in terms of drops, etc. So but yeah, this is a dual density. Again, on feel, I'd say the top layer is the squishy layer for comfort and forgiveness, and the bottom thicker layer is a firmer, more responsive foam from what I can tell. But yeah, these are definitely the most forgiving I've got of the 3. The Duramo was pretty squishy, but again with this dual density it's just a bit more give and protection, probably a slightly higher stack as well on these shoes. So so yeah, similar to the other 2, I'm doing this run on slightly fatigued and jaded legs. I took the Asics out again yesterday, and after the initial review, if you haven't watched that, feel free to click and watch that one. It wasn't negative, but it was very much a budget shoe. It was very firm, not particularly comfortable. So I thought I'd give it a go on like a interval session. So I went out and did an odds and evens session where I run kind of a steezy float recovery kilometre on the odd, odd kilometres, 1357, 9 I think I did. And then on the evens 2468, I work and I push and see what speeds I can get up to. So I'd say it was much better in that kind of setting. In a speed work session, would have been so firm and unforgiving and not massively comfortable. I think it's better on short, sharper bursts, so I might infiltrate that into it with my Hoka Rincon, and I'll use those two shoes as my speed work shoes. Yeah, I'll probably rotate the Asics and the Rincon into my speed work sessions. The Adidas Durama 10 is probably going to be my easy day recovery shoe, just because it was nice and squishy. And then this New Balance is probably going to be my all-round daily trainer, and it'll be mixed in with my Reebok Float Ride. They're a similar price point. So yes, this was the most expensive. I paid £50 for this. It's RRP'd for £90, so it's basically almost twice the value at RRP of the other two, and I almost paid twice the price. Not quite. Got a better obviously discount on these ones. So yeah, the Asics. Again, if you haven't watched the previous two initial runs, click on the running gear review playlist. Everything's in there. So, but yeah, this is a three shoe budget rotation. All of them so far have been at least adequate. Obviously, it's just off an initial run, so the Asics I was a bit disappointed with, just in terms of how it felt and how budget it felt in terms of the weight and the lack of responsiveness. But I feel a bit better about it now after the speed session I did yesterday. It has at least got a use within a rotation. But yeah, I'll get a bit more of this run done. They've all got pros and cons so far, but obviously the more I use them, the more I'll get information from them. Yes, this is obviously going to be an ongoing series where I'll use them as part of my training. My half marathon, the first block of the half marathon training, starts in a couple of weeks, so they'll be integrated into that along with my other running shoes. So I'll keep updating everyone, but I'll get this run finished. I'll do an overall analysis at the end. Okay everyone, run done. Details on the screen. I think it was about 12.5, just over in the end. I had a nice easy pace, so as I've standardised all the tests, I've ran roughly the same pace with a few strides thrown in. Overall, yeah, these are pretty much, again, similar to the Asics, what I expected. Obviously they're much more comfortable, but over nearly double the price. The dual midsole is noticeable in terms of the extra stack and the extra comfort. But yeah, overall, like I said, I'm pretty happy with them all. So I've got to say, basically this whole series is around these three shoes I've picked up for less than 120 quid for all three. And they've all, like I said, they've all got the pros and cons. Just off the initial runs, I'd say the breathability is probably the Asics, is probably the best breathability, and it's probably got the best grip. But obviously it's got the most rubber on the outsole, so that's probably expected. The Adidas was a really nice running feeling shoe, with a nice softish, nice squishy midsole, which is going to be perfect for my recovery runs, which I need to do more of. I've not done enough of them in the past, and I need to focus on doing more of them in the future. And this is going to be a great replacement as an all-round daily trainer for my Reebok Float Ride starts to fade off. That's nearly at 500 miles now, so 800 kilometers. That's going to be fading off the next couple of months. This is going to be a nice little phased replacement, which will be perfect. So yeah, I'm pretty happy so far. So I'll continue to test them all and keep doing update vlogs. Thank you for watching all the way through to the end of this video. Again, if you've got any questions or queries, feel free to drop them in the comments. I do read all the comments and respond to them all, so I'm able to do that at the moment. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching. I'll drop a couple more vlogs next week. I normally drop about 2 every week, so look out for them. If you haven't subscribed already, do so, and I will see you all on the next one.